I've been strictly told to stand 1 meter away from the line, so I'm following the rules. But today I came to break one rule and answer one interesting question, which I've been asking for myself for decades of my life. Actually, I lived only 2, but exaggerating. Who should be in the kitchen? A woman or a man? So I'm not asking you. Don't fight. Okay? Yeah. So I didn't ask this question from the audience in order to prevent the conflict. Okay. So we'll be searching the answer for this question together during the speech. Okay. But before we dive into the speech itself and understandings of who should be in the kitchen, who should not be in the kitchen, and blah 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 things, I'd really like to share a small story about me and from my life. Exactly 2 decades ago, I was an only kid in my family. Only man, first kid, and a single one. My mom used to study at that moment, master's degree. My dad used to work hardly so he can accomplish and feed the family. Both of them were studying, both of them were in academic world. One of them, dad is working, mom is studying, etc., etc. So here is the challenge. At that moment, I thought being a single kid is incredible, is amazing, blah, blah, blah. But after 2 years, after 3 years since I was born, I started thinking, I am thinking that I need a sibling. Not because I was born, not because I was bored, sorry. Being a single kid in a family where both of your parents do something else is very hard. Because everything that you do at home, the household things, is on you. You wake up in the morning, you make your bed, and it's not the only bed that you have to do. You have to make your parents' bed as well, because they are in a rush, they go to work and study. You eat, you have to wash your dish yourself, which I really hate to do, still. It's up to you today. So at that moment I started thinking it would be a great opportunity for me to have a sibling. And lucky me, my parents used to think the same. And for my luck, after 4 years, my mom got pregnant. I was really happy. I was the happiest person in the world. I didn't care about gender. I didn't know that moment that people can be divided to male and female. Silly me. So I was really happy, not because I was having a sibling, but because I will have someone who can replace me, who can do everything for me, who can do my bed, who can wash my dishes. I was really happy for that. And my mom gave birth, finally, after 9 months. I waited it for a long time. And it was a jackpot. Why? Because it was a girl. In the family where I see that woman does everything. My mom used to do everything. Household, washing dishes, the clothes, etc. Everything. Cooking, everything on a woman. My dad used to work. And it's also a hard thing. Okay, I'm not judging. So now I was really happy that I'm having a sibling. She will do everything instead of me and for me. But for my disappointment, I realized that I had to wait at least 5 years. So she should be able to do something, at least. Okay? But during these 5 years, I realized a very, very important thing in my life. The perception of a woman changed a lot. During the moment when I was taking care after my sister, and I was responsible for her safety and love and smile and happiness, I changed my perspective on a woman. I understood that a woman is not the creature that was presented to a man by God, so he can concentrate on his job. I understood that a woman is a fulfillment for a man. To give an opportunity for a man to showcase his love, his care towards the person. She went to the school. She had new classmates. Everything started from kindergarten. She used to study a lot. Also, she used to be bullied a lot. Fun enough, I used to be really, really happy when I heard from my sister that she got bullied. Why? Because I had the chance to go to the school and beat someone for her. Okay? So, during this period, it passed 10 years now, I do everything. I'm ready to do everything for my sister. Because my perceptions changed on a woman, I understood many concepts. And also, I took education on gender equality as well. I studied what is it about, what is gender equality, and combining my own life experience with the taken knowledge about gender equality, I understood another concept, that we do not need gender equality in this world. Before you start throwing tomatoes towards me, let me explain why we don't need any gender equality. Unfortunately, over the years, gender equality conception was understood in a wrong way. Or let's say in a IELTS band score 9 language, misunderstood. Because of that, we changed our perspectives. And we started searching an answer to the questions like, who should be in the kitchen? Who should be who will be cooking? And I came up with another question. Why should we even care about who should be in the kitchen? It doesn't matter. If you're hungry, you'll be in the kitchen. Right? So the thing is, imagine what kind of a man will rise up in a family where he sees that his mother cooks the food for his father, not because it's her duty, just because she wants to make his father smile and happy. What kind of a man will rise up in a family where he sees where his dad brings flowers to his mother with no reason? It doesn't have to be Ace of March, where prices for flowers are 10 times, 20 times more. And it's not the rule conception. It's a mutual understanding. It's a secret for happy family. It's the way of preventing divorces. If a man loves, he does everything. If a woman loves, she does everything as well. I hope. I do not know women. I'm not a woman. So, as a final stage of my speech, it's been a short, it's very important to understand that the concept of family is built on mutual understanding, where if everyone will keep putting the responsibilities on their own, the family will be ruined. You all will have a baby someday. Maybe you already have one. This baby will start crying. That's a terrible moment in family. I remember when my sister used to cry. I hated her for that. Couldn't sleep. My parents either. Baby cries. Who stands up usually? Mother stands up and takes care. Why not a man? I'm not putting a blame on men, but it's absolutely okay for you to stand up and look after the kid as well. Why not? And also men say, not even men, but also my friend of mine said one day, he's married, he's happy, he has a happy family. But when we were eating at the restaurant, he started thinking deeply and he asked the question, No, it wasn't even a real question, it was a rhetorical question. He asked, interesting enough, my wife was much more beautiful before wedding. For your information, they dated for 2 years. And I asked, what happened? He says, in my perspective, she became a little bit ugly. That was a really interesting moment. And I asked, well, so did something happen? Or did she burn out her face? Or did she wash away her makeup for the first time in 3 years? What happened? He says, I don't know. I started loving her less and less. Girls, for your information, men will always love you for your outlook at first, okay? Unless you cook something delicious. So the thing is, at that moment, surprising, and I asked, what happened? So how come? And at that moment, I was really afraid to get married as well. Imagine marrying a beautiful woman and after 2 years, she's getting ugly. I don't want that. So he couldn't give an answer. I came home and I started thinking with myself. I didn't tell to anyone, I'm telling you right now. You can count it as gossip. So the thing is, I finally came up with a conception, and I suggested that to my friend. I asked several questions. What did he do to his wife? And from his responses I understood, and I even assured that to keep your woman beautiful is men's task. It's your task to keep your woman beautiful. It's your task to keep her upper from others. If your woman is becoming less beautiful, it's your fault. Trust me. Why? Because before the marriage, she was under the management of her father. Now, as soon as she started living with you, she started becoming ugly. Isn't it your fault? Right? You married her at the moment when she was living with her father. So that's your task, to keep her beautiful. And please do not consider this thing as an assignment, as a task. I have to keep her. It doesn't mean that you have to buy makeups all the time. Just give her the opportunity. So you might be surprised why there are no tasks for men, or why there are no tasks for women. There are tasks, invisible tasks. But I have no rights to dictate the tasks to a woman because I'm not a woman. Because I can't feel them. But the only thing that I know is to have a happy family, to have healthy kids, you have to have mutual respect. So at the end of my speech, I'd like to give my own answer to the question that I asked in the beginning. Who should be in the kitchen? Love should be in the kitchen. Mutual respect should be in the kitchen. If you are both tired, go out and eat some food in a restaurant. The only thing that shouldn't be in the kitchen is your hatred. Because dishes today are expensive. Thank you.